the role exactly and then fulfills the role, that's sufficient. They don't need to do anything more. They're already adding, contributing to the growth of the organization, where everybody can have a greater experience in that organization just by understanding what is my role and then do that role. So we being here, if we understand what am I supposed to be doing that makes me happy and joyful, what's my role? The role is my purpose. If I understand it, I live that, then we're automatically adding value to everybody. And so that's our contribution. In other words, our life becomes very meaningful. It becomes very purposeful. That means it's equal to contentment. Deep joy, contentment. There is joy, there is happiness when I manifest a car, make a building, or do that thing, this thing. But there is meaning that you feel that my life is meaningful, which means you are ready to depart, which means that when you feel that, okay, I've got a beautiful life, that I've been very purposeful, you say, I'm ready to depart. Not until then. Until then, you feel like I have to go and do something more. They're in the perfect state of ready for departure. It's another way of looking at that I'm ready for my departure. If I'm ready for departure anytime, which means that you're ready for, you're already fulfilling your purpose, that you feel so happy, so content, the meaning of this life has come. We'll explore some of these concepts, dear friends. We all have so many examples. Patriji himself is a great example of living a great purpose for himself. A musician living her purpose by just getting better and better and better and experiencing that music so beautifully. It's not necessarily looking for awards and recognition, but then just experience the life music beautifully. From there comes so much music that people around are happy, joyful with that. We're grateful to all the wonderful music that is put out there by people who passionately are doing that, and all that music evolved on YouTube. So we take that, we utilize it. They may know, may not know, but we're all using it in many musicians perhaps don't even know that the music is so good for meditation. We're using it. So they're living their purpose in some way or the other because they feel deeply satisfied when they produce that. And that's how these masterpieces come that are of use to so many of us. When you are doing anything with deep joy and satisfaction, with passion, the word is passion, then you are living purpose. We'll explore purpose and service, dear friends, as we're going through this week. It's a short week for 5 days. Friday is when we have program concludes. So let's go into meditation once again. Breath mindfulness meditation. Our goal is to be empty and be in a restful state of the mind for as long as we can. We do that by observing our breath. Welcome to anybody who may be new. If there is somebody who is new, can you put a message in the chat that I am new? Just wanted to know. You still have people joining on the last week too. So we are practicing breath mindfulness meditation with your eyes closed, fingers into fingers, hands in your lap comfortably. Observe your normal, natural breath. When you observe the breath, mind becomes empty. As the mind is empty, we are experiencing total emptiness. We want to be in that state of emptiness, and that's energy. The emptiness is energy. And be in that state, witness whatever happens to your body, your mind during that state involuntarily. In case you have any thought, bring your attention back to the breath, dear friends, and again observe the breath. And we go back into this emptiness and then be in that. It's called breath mindfulness meditation. And we're doing a process, heart elevation process. Before that, just follow my guidance, relax yourself, sit comfortably, Relax your body. With your eyes closed, scan your body from head to toe. Relax every part of your body, dear friends. Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, keep your hands on your chest area. And rest your attention on your heart center. And can you feel your loving heart with a slow, long, relaxing breath? Feel. The seat of all emotions. Which is nurturing all life with its energies of compassion, kindness, and care. Come on, feel it, dear friends. Connect with your heart center. Love it. Feel the beat, rhythm of your heart. Your primary connection into the quantum field for living your life. We are a bundle of emotions, this heart center, helping you experience more of this life. Feel it. Connect with it. Can you recollect and experience from your past, from your present, or from your future that you wish to experience of your mind movie, where you felt enormous kindness, compassion, care, or of any higher emotion. And relive that moment and feel that energy. the more we experience the energy of compassion, care, love, the more coherent we become, the more one we feel. Allow yourself to direct that energy to everything and everybody. Where your attention goes, there the energy flows. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, hands in your lap, comfort. Allow yourself to merge into your breath. Can you become aware of the emptiness, that blackness? All around your body, occupying this room. Allow yourself to experience that emptiness. That endless depth of that emptiness spreading far and wide. That's energy. All emptiness is energy. The quantum field of connectedness deep inside, we are specks of energy intricately connected with each other. Allow yourself to merge into this emptiness. That energy Stay aware of that emptiness, that void. Allow yourself to stay connected to this field of emptiness, the field of creation, the nothingness, where there's no body, where there's no thing, there's no place, no one. The more you are with it, the more clearer you become. The more purposeful you become. The longer you stay aware of it, the more close to your inner nature you go into, and the more clarity you gain. friends. Can you express gratitude to your parents, teachers, mentors, family, friends, colleagues, relatives, everybody? Be grateful to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals. Your gratitude to everything you use, the technology, the government, the companies, the systems. And be grateful to yourself and to this intelligent quantum field, this universe. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Relax your body and let your autonomous nervous system repair your body as you relax.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed.
Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What did you see? And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then may open your eyes. Okay, dear friends. Hope you enjoyed the session. in search for meaning for life. One of the reasons we are pushed into challenges, into adversity, is to search for meaning for life. Move towards, inch towards the purpose. Most of the time, the answers are there inside. That we know that we have to do something, but we're not clear because we are shadowed by the fears that we have, the fears that have been instilled, that we've taken into us. The fears that are there shadow our inner nature. Fears that are disconnecting us from who we are. And so what we came here to do, what we want to do, is shadowed because simply the fears and the disconnection. But every now and then we relate. This G20 meet, and if some of you followed, they all went and paid respect to Mahatma Gandhiji. All the dignitaries went and paid respect to Mahatma Gandhiji. It was such an amazing, inspirational feeling to be watching that thing that it didn't matter who you are, but you go in and then here you are spending that moment of silence to paying respect for something that Mahatma Gandhi has done. It evokes a great feeling that you relate to people. What did Mahatma Gandhi do? If everybody could go and then do that, there's got to be a good reason. You relate and say, there's the only thing he did was to relate to people, to help people. Something that made so many heads to come take time in that busy schedule to be there. So we relate. When there is an inspirational moment, we relate ourselves with everybody. Every now and then when we're inspired, we automatically relate ourselves with everybody. Again, our fears pull us away. The more we relate ourselves with everybody, the more we'll become clear of our inner voice of what we are here to do. The reason being, we are that one thing with everybody. We are one with everybody. We're not aware of it, but every time we're inspired, and inspired is seeing people doing greater things that lift others. And so then we automatically are inspired. And then that's because our inner nature and the true nature of us is to be one, are one with everyone, which we're not aware. If there are conflicts in your families, you may be saying it. I know my family is really in troubles. Family meaning extended families. Something I have to do. Or my village, there is, they're going through some hardships every now and then. You have this insight that, no, I wish there's something can be done. You're thinking about it. You're just separating yourself from the problem, but you know inside it's coming. Your dialogues tell you that. The answers are there within you. The answers are there within you, but then we separate ourselves from it, not knowing that we are relating to it. Somewhere calling is there to go and do something, but we don't relate to it because some of the fears of us, no, I can't go. I can't give time that side because my job, my this, my that. Let's look at a little bit around this purpose and then see how we may know ourselves. And the beauty is that our meditation is absolutely helping us to inch towards a purpose. Mahatma Gandhiji, there couldn't anyone say about purpose so clearly than Mahatma Gandhiji. That's why he's become the greatest man who walked on the earth. Mahatma. Mahatma. The purpose of life is undoubtedly to know oneself. We cannot do it unless we learn to identify ourselves with all that lives. And the instrument of this knowledge is boundless, selfless service. Recognize, to know ourselves is to do boundless service. Now, he said it the other way. You know yourself and then so you do service. But he said, you do service and you know yourself automatically. That is the highest form in Karma Yoga. In Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, 3. All of them lead towards knowing ourselves. And in Karma Yoga, doing action, selfless action, is Karma Yoga, is selfless service. Because when you know yourself, it becomes so obvious that we are this whole. And so who are you serving for? When you recognize you are the whole, who are you serving for? Is it for somebody or for yourself? Then all action comes from within. It doesn't come from outside. It doesn't see somebody as something as separate that I have to go and help. Or let them be what they need to be. But instead it comes from within because we recognize we are that. Tat Tvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi, I am Atma Brahma. I am that. Little differently said. Mahatma Gandhi, I love, I got hold of a small booklet that the Self-Realization Foundation printed, which, let's see if we can find it, which compile all the quotes from Mahatma Gandhiji about his spiritual understanding. He used the word God for consciousness, for identifying this Brahman, the wholeness. He always used the word God. And then so this booklet contains so many quotes around it. And it's the greatest understanding he has, who always carried Bhagavad Gita with him. So purpose is to know oneself. We said it, know oneself. And you do that through service, selfless service. Dalai Lama, I believe the purpose is to be happy. The very core of a being, we desire contentment. So you find that when you care for the happiness of others, the more you care for the happiness of others, the greater is our own sense of well-being. These are people who figured out that we do this, and then we are more. Now you go in a little more detail, you more drill down. If the Chopra is saying that if you have your ability to express your unique talent with service humanity, you're living your purpose. The service to humanity is there, but then you express your unique talent, whatever that you are given, that you come with. We are the whole. If we are the whole, then we are that. And so then we come here with a specific talent to express ourselves. The expression is based to do something this lifetime in expressing. Whatever is that core talent, we recognize it. The core talent is that we get natural ability to care for others. You become, the counselor, the caretakers of various kind. There are roles out there. You express that through the talent. It comes natural to you to be there for somebody, patiently waiting. All the nurses, all the mothers, all of the natural talent express patiently be there, care for someone. So if you are talented to share your knowledge and wisdom very naturally, one with the other, and you do that. Karthikeyan's, I see an amazing amount of that. The talent to naturally share, knowledge sharing is one of the highest forms that one can do, because knowledge empowers people, connects people, empowers people. So if you recognize your core talent is to share knowledge, not build organizations, not create campuses, because that may be somebody else's talent. It requires a lot of planning and sustained effort to work on one thing for a long, long time. We see that in people who build large institutions, they see for the future, they see the vision, the large institution, they help thousands of students go through and then gain knowledge. But there's a purpose. They recognize their core talent is to be able to go into the detail and then work on one thing for a long time. That's a core talent. You want to go into the depth of it. Some have the greatest ability to share knowledge. And the moment I learn something, I want to share with as many. Disseminate it. The Google is doing it. That's why it is so successful. The platform is such that somebody puts something, it is immediately available to everybody. Because knowledge empowers. So Deepak Chopra is talking about identifying your unique talent, express it. Your unique talent, express it. You may be a creator. You love to create, sit in a corner, create stuff that can be used by somebody. Figure that out. You are very good at meeting people, impressing upon them about things. So figure that out. That's your sales role. This is your R&D role or design role, the one that you're creating, the one who wants to go and express and then always want to be with people. That's your sales role. What we have inside, if we can align ourselves to that, then we are going to be moving towards living a purpose, a wheel of Dharma greatly. That is Deepak Chopra. Patriji said, purpose for anybody is to learn and enjoy in one occasion, simplify. Just learn and enjoy. Keep learning, and then have a beautiful life. If you are happy in you, that you're automatically contributing to the happiness of people around you, that is sufficient. That is sufficient. Lao Tzu said the same, the greatest Chinese philosopher. The nations can change, the states change when the families change, the individual changes, the individual change when his thoughts change. And that is there when they can build awareness. And then vice versa, they build awareness, your thoughts change, and so then you're happy. Individual changes, the family changes, the states change, and so nations change automatically. So Patriji is saying, if figure out a way to enjoy, and if you are happy, and then he said that happiness comes through learning, because learning leads to new experiences, and new experiences lead to newer happiness. And so then you're happy, then you're spreading that energy. It's all vibrational science, energy science. You say happy, you spread that happiness to people around you. Sufficient. If a family changes and then all families change, what do you got? We got to change society, happy society anyway. It automatically happens. The path of meditation is the path of making an individual very happy. Individual happy from within, not through any dependence on others, through within. And so then, when it is from within, not without, and so then we can very easily see how the world can pretty quickly become happy when we take on those practices that help people to become happy from within. The purpose from Patriji said, every person must have the highest possible of enjoyment, entertainment, and enlightenment. Enlightenment is know yourself. Entertainment. Our mind is seeking constantly. It's constantly seeking entertainment. What is the highest possible entertainment for the mind? As you go in the infinite form of arts, music, dance, they're infinite form. Mind is not happy with finite. It is not happy no matter how much money you acquire is finite. Number of cars you acquire is finite. It still wants more. There are finite enjoyment, infinite enjoyment. Highest possible of entertainment for, and you entertain yourself, is entertain your mind, is the faculties of the mind, is the highest possible. You move towards art, music, dance. You look at what is the highest possible entertainment for the mind. Highest possible enjoyment to the body, something that the body nourishes, naturally feels great about. We give ourselves these. We are this and we are that. So highest possible enlightenment, know yourself that you are that. And so you be in the awe of it. You go into the meditation, you experience the wholeness every day, highest possible, highest experience that you have there. You feel so empowered when you recognize you are the whole, and enlightenment. And entertainment to yourself, whatever that is in a given moment. Satisfy the faculties of mind, satisfy your body. We experience ourselves fully. We don't give up on anything. One of the reasons why I loved the philosophy of this spiritual science approach that Patriji always talked about is because he always said, you have to experience life more beautifully, enjoy. Enjoyment, entertainment, enlightenment. Three things for body, for mind, soul. Enjoyment, entertainment, and enlightenment. We enjoy greatly with the lovely food, sattvic food, excellent food. The body, of course, they are given these taste buds are there, everything is there. We enjoy that, the whole nature beautifully. We go ourselves into nature, create enjoyment. Beauty, right? We love the beauty, so we go and then do that. The purpose, dear friends, purpose of life, and we're saying that purpose is there for each of us. There is a purpose. Changes from time to time. A mother's purpose is to raise children when they're dependent on her. And the purpose changes when they move beyond. And so their mother starts looking for something. The reason many people go into this midlife crisis is because of that. That they do not move themselves into knowing what they need to do then. The moment children grow beyond the age where they start being independent, so suddenly there is a vacuum. Because the purpose that we thought that is what it is, and then suddenly is no longer there. That we've been always with the children, and then they're no longer there. They're no longer saying that, okay, now I'm dependent on you. And so we don't know, and then so there is this vacuum. We need to recognize that there is a purpose from time to time, and then we align to it. It doesn't have to be an overarching purpose like Mahatma Gandhiji, who very early on figured that his lifetime is going to be for everybody. He figured because he is an evolved man. It doesn't have to be that way. We all are evolving at different stages. But one thing is common, that we need to find that happiness into us, that just finding a way to be joyful, and then learning. Knowledge and learning will lead you to the happiness, because learning by default will make you experience something new. If you know more about a Pyramid Valley Center exists in Bangalore, then someday you're going to move yourself there. You go there, then automatically you have a new experience. Doesn't matter. At least remember. Every time we do something new, we remember it beautifully and greatly. Just make one simple dish. You remember for a long time, wow, I did something new today that you don't do. If you don't go for movies, go for a movie. You will say, wow, that's beautiful. You know, something I did differently. For some movies are common, for some they don't even go. They feel like they remember their experience. It doesn't matter what that is, but we do new, then we are finding happiness inside. We must develop that ability to learn. Learning knowledge is because of experience, and life is here for experiences. So learning and enjoyment must be there. There is a key. We don't force ourselves to go on learning if we don't experience and enjoy it. So we must move towards what gives us that joy, what is of interest to us. In that quest for that interest, automatically we move towards those that will give us happiness. So if the interest for learning is, if you ask the question, you slowly move, oh, maybe music. I need to learn more about music. Let me go on and see how Pandit Ravi Shankarji became the great musician. I have somewhere, every time I talk about politics, I'm connected. So let me go know a little more about politics. We ask, go that way. Learning without enjoyment is boring. Enjoyment without learning is stagnation. Go on doing the same thing, just repeat it. We identify things that are repetitive in nature, that we just carrying ourselves. When you ask somebody, hey, how is life going? The same old thing, nothing. There itself means that they are not finding that sweetness of the life, because just going through the same old thing. For a master, same old thing should never be there. We find newness in everything, every day and everything we do. If we didn't find newness, we do it differently. Improve that report the way you do it. Improve it. Don't copy paste and write the same document. Do it differently, because you are a different person. So do it differently, because you'll feel happy. After finishing your report or the paper that you're writing, differently with applying your thought, you feel satisfied. Okay, I've done something good today. Otherwise, you say, oh, I completed my work today. There's a difference. Completing work versus feeling good that you completed your work. The purpose of life, in a sense, is to move towards happy states and happiness and learning. Many different purpose of life is to know yourself. Mahatma Gandhi, then you we are a level of evolution. Just being happy, one level of evolution. Perfect. We are happy, others are not happy. Serve others, another level of evolution. Automatically we are happy. Know yourself, you're automatically going to be extremely happy. Either way, they all are towards purpose. Different levels, body, mind, soul levels of evolution where we are. We identify ourselves with body, identify ourselves with mind, that means knowledge and all discernment with right and wrong, identify ourselves with that soul or the intelligence that exists. Whatever we identify ourselves with, we move towards doing that. So dear friends, few ways that we find our purpose. What should I do? Listening to our heart, listening to our inner voice regularly. Second thing could be jumping in to do something, experiment. You've said this. Listen to your voice and do something, experiment. Always experiment. Don't be in a paralytic state that not knowing, I don't know what to do now. I'm confused about life, so I don't know this or that, and so I don't do anything. That's called paralysis. We become paralytic, don't take action. But always jump in and do something, because every time you do something, you're learning, experiencing, and so that leads to more, that leads towards clarity. This is jumping in to do something is to eliminate by iteration. Iterate and then eliminate things that you're not experiencing. So then you are going towards what you love to do. Listening to your heart is directly aligning to what you need. When you're not clear, then we are doing something. Always do something. It's okay. It'll be useful. You're not clear what you want to do service, and you are going then doing, go to the organization nearest your home and do some service. You want to serve, you don't know what to do. Just start doing something, right? Third thing is understanding your parents' purpose. See if you can find clues. What did they stand for in life? What did they stand for in life? So listening to your heart is our meditation. This is the process of knowing yourself. In meditation, every day we are tuning in, we are emptying our mind. So the more we empty our mind, the more clearer you're becoming about what's important. Because all this noise, the noise that is there through fear that is sitting in, all of that noise drops. That worries, the anxieties, the past traumas, things that have been there, which make us think the life is difficult, all of them drop with meditation every day. So when they drop, we keep getting a clear inner voice. Sometimes we may have multiple things that we want to do. Hey, I would like to help people, in the affected in this war. I may want to help people who are there, who are just poverty driven. I want to help people to really, take this beautiful knowledge of meditation. We have many goals, many things we don't know what to do. All are good, all are noble. We don't know which one, where do we spend time, because everything appears great. We connect to each of them. Then we do something. And this is where meditation is greatly helping me, friends. I've been in my pursuit where I started this meditation service year 2002. The moment I came into meditation. I've been doing this service, but at the same time, I was pursuing my job parallelly, my professional career. I was pursuing and parallelly, but the calling kept become stronger and stronger and stronger that I want to do full time. If I'm able to contribute and I see the difference of people benefiting, the projects growing by few hours a day, then I felt that the calling came that no, I can give maximum time towards it. So I wanted to resign full time to do that. Resign from my job. Now the last one, where my company was getting acquired, I thought I'm done, because I was running the company, and somewhere I also had this deep desire to make this very successful, have that beautiful exit, the thing that is required, that I've been wanting to have that experience. And then it had many goals with it, if it happened. The moment that was successful, the company got acquired, I thought I will go full time to service. And then I was planning for it. But then I could not resign. Instead, my purpose got revealed. My meditation helped me to connect. Over a period of 3 weeks, it slowly kept coming to me again and again and again. That you don't resign now. Instead, you go into this new company, you're going in as an acquisitions part, do IBM and be there. Be there and then do what you want to do. I want to resign and come out. Instead, you even get to a refinement of purpose. Be there, and then what you want to do that work there, rather than resigning and coming out. Our inner voice will help us to understand. Now there is a deep inner voice is there that I must go and write in what I'm doing. Writing is more important. But I have to move myself towards it. And I'm waiting for that force to be more there so that I can write more. But then when we meditate, dear friends, our inner voice becomes stronger and stronger, telling us what to do. When you have confusion about this service, that service, sure enough, it's going to tell you that every time you thought about meditation, you had been so beautifully enjoying, you're enjoying. You never felt that, oh, tomorrow, this weekend, I have to go for this service. That won't come. Look for it. You look for it. You wake up in the morning, look for it. So meditation, dear friends, is helping us to listen to inner voice. That morning moments, nighttime, you ask a question, you might, by morning, you would have an answer, either in the next meditation or through an unexpected message that you receive, or through your dream. They all are messengers. They're carrying messages. The second thing, and which is, we're going to wrap this up in 5 minutes. The second thing, dear friends, is to do something when we are not clear. And you're meditating, you're not clear. Meditation is the best way to know what our purpose is. Until the time we get to purpose, we're not clear, there is confusion exists here, there, it is okay. If you have confusion, that means you're going to lead to clarity soon, provided you question yourself about, hey, what is that? How can I come out of it? It's always a question. It's the more it's called contemplation. You ask question, your inner voice is trying to tell you the answer. It is there. You just have to have the dialogue. The dialogue, it's Socrates called the dialect method, is you discuss everything, I don't know, either with yourself or somebody. Ask those questions about, hey, what should I do? You know what? When I went and did this tsunami service, I know that the other service that I went, I was happy, but somewhere I was feeling tired regularly. Those things you keep questioning, and they say, when you are aligned with your purpose, you're always going to be very, very happy. You lose time and space. You lose time and space. You don't even recognize that, you spent already 10 hours and then it just go by. When you're truly in the purpose and you're doing that, it comes natural to you, not as a work. And so when we're not clear, dear friends, and we have many things, and we're not clear about stuff, what to do, then we jump in and do something. Mahatma Gandhi said the greatest instrument to know your purpose is to do service. Straight out, the first one. And we've seen it. Many people, when they don't have a job and they're not clear what to do, how to get a job, it's all about that time when you have to do something at that time. Time to time we change, right? What you do. Time to time we're doing different things, but we are very passionate at doing it. I loved coding. I did it for a good part of my career about developing software. I love to share this information, and I did a long time. I was in the management. I wanted to build, and my purpose changed from time to time. And then today I feel the calling is there to share and share. Slowly my calling seems to be going towards right and right and right. Seems to be there. Writing is a form of sharing, but it is there. It's building up. It's becoming stronger. So a purpose is changing from time to time. And so rather than waiting for doing and becoming clear, jump in. And then what is the best thing you can do? Jump in action, service, do it. So we've seen many people, when they're not clear, when they're waiting for things to happen for them, and they don't know whether to go to Bangalore to find a job, whether to relocate to some other place to find new happiness, they're not clear. We say, come and do service. Come and do some meditation service. It doesn't matter, any service you do. When you do service, you start getting clarity because you relate to others. You are part of this whole helping others. Something happens where you start gaining clarity for yourself. What is that you want to enjoy most? Doesn't matter. Even one level lower. If jump in to do something that I want to know more about purpose, You have been working in your company, but you're not clear about this the business you want to start by yourself. You always wanted it, but you keep shutting off your inner voice with the fears that are there. Oh, I don't know. I'm in this job. I know what happens. Will I get salary? I won't get salary. So what happens in case I don't get deals? Our mind is going on with the fearful. It's feeding. So much fear is feeding. And so then we shut off our inner voice. Here it's saying, go out, do, filter the areas that take you into flow. So you identify what is important for you. How there are a few ways. Identify what is you're good at. What are you good at? If you know what you're good at, if you are good at, you're able to sing naturally, there is something towards singing that you have some talent in singing. If people told you, hey, you know what, you have a great voice, that means, okay, you must have gotten the talent. So think about actually doing that music or singing, whatever, because that could very well be an area of your purpose. You hear, if you feel that, I've told many times that I have good voice. I've told many times I've sang, I think I sing well. Sometimes we hear these people. That means they know it, but they're not coming out. Their words are there. So take that, pay close attention to the words you use. To know more about what is that's there from inside, that is revealing your talent. You also know what you enjoyed most at your workplace. A marketing role, a service role, being with people, creating something, writing, all of those are your talents, and then identify and then go and then do something in that area. You got to go beyond the comfort zone to determine, know this. We have to go beyond the comfort zone. We cannot sit in the comfort zone to know what is the new thing that I do that really gives me great happiness. Comfort zone means you are 9 to 5. You don't want to disturb any of your routine stuff that you have. Oh, till 9 o'clock, I've got all of this. No way I can be there. If meditation is a great way to know your purpose, and if it does require you have to disturb your routine of your exercise during that time, so be it. You got to go out of the comfort zone. You say, I'll do my exercise at 5 o'clock. Push beyond a little bit. Instead of 6, I'll do my exercise at 5, so that I can come and sit for this meditation. It's going to know me. It's going to help me know myself. Purpose. So we got to go beyond the comfort zone, disturb our cycle, return routines, and then do that. When you move beyond your comfort zone and then take an action, dear friends, of many things that you want to do, but not clear, but take one of them. You want to start a job, you want to go and do service, you want to start a business, you want to do service, you want to help your people in your village, at least pick one of them out of your comfort zone. That means not during your normal times, out of the comfort zone. Because out of the comfort zone, if you work, it'll help to tell you whether you're passionate about it. If you work within comfort zone, you'll leave it pretty quickly. But out of the comfort zone, you'll question yourself, is it necessary for me? And then if you're passionate, you will not ask yourself, you'll go and do that. People who are passionate about their photography hobby, they go and do anything. Whole night, they'll just sit in a single leg waiting for that animal to come, if that's what they want to photograph. They have so much because they're passionate about it. So when you go out of the comfort zone and do something, you will know very soon whether you are passionate or not. That's called going into the flow. Dear friends, just to be clear, we are meditating is the greatest way. Knowing yourself is the greatest way to align to your purpose. Meditation is a great way to know yourself. Meditation is a great way to know what is that inner calling that to do. Time to time, it is going to tell you. The second thing, when you're still not clear, is that we are saying, do something. Out of the do something, one of the highest forms is to do service. Take to service. If not service, you don't have, now I want to still have these 3 choices, do one of them. Just jump in. Out of the 3 things, you may ask yourself, if I only live 1 more year, what should I do out of the 3? Ask yourself that question. Don't be fearful of asking, if I live, what do it mean? That means I'll die 1 year later. Don't be fearful of that thing, the whole idea. If I live for only 1 year or 6 months, what should I do out of the 3 things that I have? He'll give you a clear answer. He'll give you some answer. Go with it. And do that thing out of your comfort zone. Disturb your routine to do it. Disturb your routine to do it. If you have an evening nice routine going, break it and then do that new thing in that time frame, dear friends. When you do that, and then so automatically you recognize whether you're going into the flow or not. When you do those things at that time, and then if you are going into the flow means you forget time and space. You are totally lost in that work, which means then you enjoy it. So that is the thing that your purpose then is, and you can hold on to it. You can hold on to it, and then you can be very, very happy doing that thing. And so we are happy that automatically then are enormously adding value to people around you. This I think comes with an understanding that whatever you do will not go waste, dear friends. Our wisdom note will talk about this today, about aligning to the purpose of doing something new. What does it mean to go into the flow? The last thing, of course, is we look closely at our parents' purpose. What have they stood for in their lifetime? That qualities is what we need to look at and say, that's those natural talents we may have from them. My dad always wanted to do some mediation to help people resolve conflicts, and then he took initiative to lay a road to the village. He took initiative to get a school and approval. Some of those he was doing by default while he's pursuing. So it became natural that the service to help others became natural. You recognize that, yes, your purpose is built upon what your parents' purpose are. So if they stood for something, unconditionally, patiently waiting to do something for, so if that's what your mom stood for, that means you look at a role that that needs to have enormous patience, because you probably have that. Your parents' purpose sort of help you to recognize and build your purpose on top of that in many cases. Because we choose a platform to come, we choose our parents to come, spiritually speaking. So thank you, dear friends, to understand purpose. The summary is that we all have come here with a purpose. That thing that makes us highly, very, very happy, and that thing that makes us learn more. Now, meditation is a great way to align to the purpose, and we constantly ask ourselves, is my life meaningful? If you ask yourself, and then you constantly have that question, automatically you move towards that thing, that purpose, which you feel happy about. Even at 60 years, at 70 years, 80 years, anytime, when you look back, you'll never have a regret about your life. Because simply, then we go back. We do the same thing in a company. When we go in there, we don't do what we meant to do. Instead, we play politics. We spend away our time. Suddenly, 5 years later, you find yourself not have learned anything. And then many people around you have moved upward, forward, many things they have done. And we feel and say, oh gosh, what did I do? What did I do? That is the state we now get to, we don't want to get to. Thank you very much, friends. Ratnavel.
Thank you so much for the wonderful meditation and teaching us how to learn our purpose of life. Go into the flow, just jump in. I think you are giving a strong instructions. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. And dear friends and masters, today we are having the book club on the book 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. It's a fantastic book. We will learn from the facilitators in the morning and evening, which happens at 8:15 a.m. IST to 9:15 a.m. IST in the morning, and the evening it is at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. IST. Please do join in and then cherish in the power of wisdom, and then keep on sharing. That's how the book clubs are also designed. So thank you, friends. It's the announcements.
Yes. Thank you, Ratnavel. 4 Agreements is a lovely book. If you haven't found your hands on this book yet, this is a chance to be part of this book club. So thank you all, dear friends. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll continue to discuss this topic this week. Thank you. Okay. Few minutes we have left. Anybody would like to share? How to know this is your inner voice, not your thought. Since we are caught up so much in thought versus inner voice, it becomes difficult to identify. That's why the second part is there. Do something, it's okay. When it's not clear as inner voice, this is what we have to do versus that. Continue to do. If you've got some options to do, then do one of them. Of course, the meditation will help you to make it stronger. So sometimes when I want to do a new initiative, I'll wait for it. I don't just jump in. I'll wait for clues to emerge. To see if that is the right thing to do, especially embarking on some larger projects where you know enormous amount of your time you're giving. So you wait for that thing to come from you inside. And so you thought maybe it feels like this is what I have to do. Then tomorrow, Ratanavel may be making a call and then talking about it. That's a message. 5 days later, you'll see a media report that how G20 is thinking of doing something in that area. That's a message. And so then this is how you solidify that voice. That's what I did many times when I wanted to resign full-time versus be in IBM. When I wanted to start my company, I listened to my inner voice quite a bit. Now we started recently a meditation app company. It was there, but it was not the right timing. So listen to the voice, and occasionally look for it, clues, and say, the voice is telling me to do full-time foundation work and then no technology work at this time. But then 3 years later, 2 years later, suddenly things start coming and many people come to you and then tell you in different ways why that thing that you want to do is important. And so then the voice became stronger, that started a form that builds meditation app now. They're bringing this technology, bringing all of this beautiful spiritual science through an app, which is going to happen very soon. So how did it happen? 2, 3 business leaders that we spoke to were talking about, hey, we needed something to be able to see how my group is doing. It'll be nice. I don't know whether anybody in my organization is meditating. I wanted to know that. And then many expressed, I'm not able to track, I'm not able to be in this whole 40-day program for different reasons. So then there is somewhere inside, you're also reading some reports. I read a huge wellness report, a 40-hour market. So some of these keep coming around, and that solidifies your voice. That, okay, this is time that you put out. Move into the next part of your purpose to do that thing that you're hearing. So you wait. Patiently wait for more messages to come, and especially embarking on something bigger that have take significant amount of energy and resources. But then you wait, but however, you start jumping in. That jumping into new is about saying that you can embark on a big project or anything, but take something very small, tiny task, a measurable small task within that, and then do it by yourself. to see whether you're going to enjoy it today, whether you're going to like it today, whether you're going to move into that no time, no space zone flow. Take a small part of it and then start doing towards it. Give that time a small task. Don't try to stir the whole thing. Just take a small task and then do it. And then you will know we are prepared to be going to the time, no time, no space zone, flow, go into the flow to do that by yourself. Out of comfort zone, you try, then you know that you are already hitting up on your inner voice, that thing.
We have Siddhant sir raise. Shall I go ahead?
Yes.
Hello. Yes.
Yes. Yes, sir. Now audible?
Yeah, now you are audible. Yes.
Yes, sir. So, sir, I'm too much thankful to you because, sir, your words are golden to me. Because, sir, I'm till 25, I was always stuck in the fault seeing and the faulty tolerance self of me. So, your golden words of 2 days ago, we have the session of Eightfold Path, I think so. And in that, you spoke about something somewhere they recognize right. These words were too much helpful for me and many more maybe, but these words were too much kindful and in a positive sense. And sir, also the second thing you spoke about yesterday, I think so, you spoke about not see the wrong me, the me in the progression. That is the one thing which is wrong. So that was also too helpful for me. Me self in the progression is wrong. Sir, so thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. I'm blessed and stay connected with Buddha CO team always.
Okay. I don't know what I said, but if it's good, it must be good.
Yes, sir. But I heard it from you, and I was silently listening your words. So yes, sir, it helped me a lot.
Okay. Thank you, Siddhant. Good.
I can share one thing, sir. So probably one of the statement was in the purpose of life, know your parents' purpose or what they stand for. I had an internal question suddenly, why we should know about parents' purpose or what they stand for. I think eventually in the next 2 or I think 5 minutes you answered it, that because we choose the platform to come in, whatever the platform. So that actually answered my question as well. So I had my internal question immediately in the next 2 minutes. You have answered it. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Like everything, there are always exceptions, Ratanavel. Okay. There are always exceptions. Remember, for everything there is for every rule, every rule has an exception. So nothing is cast in stone hard. And so then we take these things to apply to our situation. It may be that, may not be that, okay? But yes, we must go because majority will have their purpose aligned and tied around the platform they chose, which is parents, which is environment. Right? If I'm born here, and for the most part I live here, there's got to be a purpose centered around this area. Centered around to the people of this place or the land. There's got to be a purpose. It's obvious, right? Like that. For the most part, if I'm spending time in computer technology or finance technology, there's got to be a purpose tied around that expertise I've given in that area, because that's the platform I choose to express myself of greatest use to somebody. Eventually, all our talent is going to be, everything we learn is going to be utilized towards to express that towards somebody's benefit. That somebody is us. In the Vedic model of happiness, we move towards higher forms of happiness. The highest form of happiness is to take care of our largest self. Highest form of happiness is to take care of our largest self. And so take care of our largest self is to take care of our planet, our animals, and then people. Simple, right? And so then how do you take care? With the talent given to us. So no expertise that we gain gets wasted in our life. If things have happened effortlessly and we've moved into, let's say, a specific role and a job, field effortlessly, that means that is that ours, effortlessly. But we've been pushed by people during our childhood time and study time. You wanted to become a writer, you've been pushed to become an engineer. And then our whole life you've been carrying your work, definitely got to change because your talent is somewhere else. But effortlessly moved yourself in, great, you are in it. Don't have to change anything. Just find how you can utilize the talent towards greater good, greater use. Now, towards greater good is a definition that changes from people to people. And then those who meditate, by default, it's got to be towards helping others. There is no other purpose will be for every meditator. Sorry, but this is how it's going to be. For every meditator on this forum, the only purpose will be to share this knowledge, nothing else. Using your talent, but expressing it and then share this knowledge to people using your talent. Your talent is teaching, you're going to teach. Your talent is organizing, you're going to organize. But the purpose is going to be sharing meditation knowledge because we truly believe it empowers people to be finding happiness from inside, from within, without depending on anybody, on anything. Thanks for asking that question, Ratan Bhai. And the only way we can align with the parents' purpose, and if the most part, if we align to parents' purpose, I don't know, build up a purpose on top of parents' purpose, first of all, we have to maintain great relationships. We need to go back. We need to go back to be with the parents. Then, of course, we can understand what they are. How do you know more about somebody or something? You put your attention on it. And in order to put your attention on it, you need to develop that interest. You have to get a relationship with it. And so then we are revealed of our purpose by staying in connection with the parents. And so then, of course, we are going to move ourselves into the happiness modes. They are related. Yes. Yes, Mitsuri. Good to see you here in the morning.
Thank you, sir. I knew I wouldn't be able to attend today evening, so I knew I had to catch up today morning session so that, yeah, I could be not available in the evening. But yeah, the message actually that you gave right now was so deep, and that's what I mentioned in the note also. It was very, very profound, very deep, and it was really something that just hit a mark so strongly. Yeah, I'm really grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you really so much.
Right. Wonderful. Thank you all, dear friends. So we'll meet again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye, everybody. Thank you.